Spider-Man Outlaws, Season 1, Episode 21, a fan-fiction Spider-Man podcast created by Josh Dowd. We started this episode with Scarlet Spider talking to you, the listener. Let's tune in.
Okay, hey, my name's Ben Riley. Scarlet Spider, friendly neighborhood, existential crisis, in a red suit. I know. You've heard this one before. With great power comes great responsibility, blah, 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 blah. Except now, it feels like with great confusion comes great manipulation, and a giant helping of what the hell is going on. So, according to Silvermane, that Silvermane, I'm not a clone. Apparently, I'm the real Peter Parker, the original. The one with the tragic origin story. The dead uncle, the radioactive spider, all of it. And the guy out there swinging through Manhattan like he owns the place, the guy with so many problems, the MJ issues, that guy is the clone. Yeah, you can see how that might mess with your head a little bit. At first, I laughed. I mean, come on. Silvermane isn't exactly the poster boy for honesty. But then, he showed me my DNA scans. We talked about memory, stuff only I should know. Stuff I do know. And now, I don't know what to believe. If I'm the real Peter Parker, then who have I been running from this whole time? Everything I did, it was to get out of his shadow. But if that shadow was mine to begin with, then what the hell have I been doing? Ben Riley. Poor man's Peter Parker. The emo clone with trust issues. Turns out maybe I'm Peter Parker with a bad dye job and a bigger chip on his shoulder. And here's the kicker. I'm not even sure I want it. The title, the name, the memories, being Peter Parker is kind of a curse. But if it is mine, maybe it's time I stop hiding. I don't know if I'm a clone. I don't know if he is. But I'm done running from the question. I'm going to find out who I really am. Even if that means going toe-to-toe with the only guy who ever really understood me. Because he is me. And if I am Peter Parker, then he better start calling himself Ben.
Several orange blurs dart across the skyline. We see multiple pumpkin bombs drop from the sky and land on the ground below, causing chaos to bloom. Together, these individuals form the Hobgoblin Corps, and they are flying through the skyline of New York City, dropping pumpkin bombs down upon innocent people, destroying cars, buildings, and just causing chaos. When all of a sudden, a sickening laugh cuts through the wind. All of a sudden, the Green Goblin descends from the sky with madness and fury in every gesture.
I found you. You second-rate amateurs.
Second rate? That's you.
Amateurs? Like you're one to talk?
Why, hello, friend. Have you come to join the court of goblins?
This trash isn't worth our time.
Not even if you paid me would I join the likes of you. You all have no purpose, no future. You live in the moment while I plan moves ahead.
You think so, ho? You think you can take my legacy? Ha! Bring it on, small fry.
I know those faces. Roger Kingsley, Janie Goodsby, and Lefty Donovan. So the circus added new clowns.
That little punk's got a smart mouth that is gonna get smacked off his face. Please, give me the honor.
Why the hell do you need my permission? Go ahead, do it.
Oh, yeah? You can play like that game. Harry Osborn. I know it's you underneath that mask.
Oh, yeah? Let's see who ends up in pieces first.
The Green Goblin flies at them swiftly. His goblin glider is the fastest we've ever seen. He unleashes multiple pumpkin bombs that fire at the Hobgoblin. Boom, 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 explosions scatter, and the Hobgoblins scatter, smoke blinding half of the roof. Out of the haze, Buck launches, springing through the air like a demented gesture, twin daggers flashing. He says,
Goblin tag! You're it!
The Green Goblin, a.k.a. Harry Osborn, spins midair and blasts Buck with a plasma bolt, sending the agile maniac crashing into the water tank. But it gives Hollow Eves time to press on her werewolf mask. Her skin mutates, hair bursts from her arms, and her claws dig into the glider as she tackles the Green Goblin off of it.
You're not the only one with tricks!
He jams his taser blade into her side, and electricity surges. She growls and rolls off of him, twitching.
You hurt her. Big mistake.
Come on then, big man, bring it! I faced worse than you in mirrors!
King swings down the axe. Clang! But Harry blocks it with his reinforced goblin shield that popped up from his arm. But the force of the attack from King knocks him back. His glider swoops in and catches him mid-fall, and as he regains air, Hobgoblin King tosses jack-o'-lantern bombs at him.
You think you're smarter than your father, Harry, but he never knew when he was being baited either.
The bomb explodes in a green mist. It's neurotoxin gas, and Harry coughs and spirals disoriented.
Ah! What did you do?
You lost, just like he's gonna.
King snatches Harry like a rag doll and says,
Now we bring him back and let the red one see what we got.
Hobgoblin walks over to Harry, who's passing in and out, and says, You're not the future. We are. He binds him in adamantium webbing, and Harry Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, is dragged underground to their lair. His eyes are bloodshot, but his lips curled into a slight smile.
You wanted me captured, Father? I hope you're watching.
Across town, Red Goblin Norman Osborn receives a ransom note from Hobgoblin. The capture of his son makes the Red Goblin's insides purr with rage. He puts on his outfit and hops onto his glider and storms his way towards the Hobgoblin's lair. It wouldn't be long before he arrives in a blaze of crimson fire. But the Hobgoblin Court is ready and fights back immediately. Hallows Eve nearly impales the Red Goblin with a scythe from putting on one of her many masks, but the assault is too reckless, and she does not do any real damage to Red Goblin. King makes his move with Buck and Hobgoblin by his side, and it's pure pumpkin bomb chaos. King would get close enough to Red Goblin and stab him in the rib with a knife, but Red Goblin would rip it out.
You know, that was very thoughtful of you to get me a gift. So here, I got one for you as well.
Red Goblin ignited a pumpkin bomb and shoved it into King's satchel that contained all of his pumpkin bomb. He would begin to panic and throw the satchel, and it would explode before it would hit the ground. Next, Red Goblin would grab King by the throat and pick him up off of his glider and hold him in the air and begin to choke him and say,
So, Jason, this is your contingency plan? Your legacy? To always have a hobgoblin? Ha! I admit, I'm impressed, but it could have been done better.
Next, Puck flies at Red Goblin from behind, but he catches him out of the corner of his eye, and Red Goblin grabs King's leg, while still choking him, and throws him at Puck. Hobgoblin smells the air. His gut says that something is wrong, and then it clicks. Wait a second. He wanted to be caught. Now that I think about it, his capture was too easy. As the original Hobgoblin, aka Jason, had this thought, the Green Goblin breaks free from his bindings and pulls out a hidden blade from his armor. The Green Goblin lunges at Jason, but Lefty Donovan sees this and jumps in the way. They begin to wrestle over the control for the knife, but the Green Goblin has an enhanced version of the Goblin formula, causing him to be stronger and more agile. After moments of wrestling with the blade, it finally lands in Lefty Donovan's heart, and he dies moments later.
You're no goblin! You're just a footnote! 1 down, 3 to go!
Very good, son. I'm proud of you. Now let's finish them.
Hallows Eve, King, are you gonna let this wannabe talk to you this way?
Oh, hell no! Use the thing!
I got your back, boss. Let's show these imposters what being a goblin really means.
King and Hallows Eve lunge at Red Goblin and Green Goblin. Hallows Eve puts on her mask of a cat and moves swiftly at the Red Goblin. She moves with grace and manages to do some real damage to Red Goblin with her attacks. Meanwhile, King, when he gets close enough, jumps off of his goblin glider at Green Goblin, and they both fall down to a nearby rooftop, and King starts pummeling his face into the ground. Hobgoblin turns on the time dilation device and arrives through a portal. The next time one opens, it's from behind Red Goblin, and Hobgoblin rams into the back of him with a spike that pops out from the tip of his glider. But this is only a minor setback for him. Next, Red Goblin punches Hallows Eve in the face to breaking her mask. He grabs Hobgoblin and spins him around in a circle a few times, knocking Hallows Eve back before he throws him at King and knocks him off the Green Goblin. Before Hobgoblin can get up, Red Goblin speeds over to him and returns the favor by impaling him in the chest with his glider. But the difference between them is Red Goblin's is a lot longer than Hobgoblin's is. Red Goblin says,
It seems that 2 are down now, son. Tell me, Jason, was it worth it? The chaos, the failed plans.
I always have a plan. A few seconds would go by and we would see that Hobgoblin would begin to transform into Chameleon. Together, Red and Green Goblin unleash coordinated chaos. Green Goblin throws incinerator bombs at Hobgoblin and vaporizes him. Amidst the chaos, Hallows Eve vanishes in the smoke fleeing through the shadows, and King stands there watching in astonishment. The Green Goblin says,
I'll go after the other one while you finish up here.
No, she doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Then I guess we just have to take care of this one and then we can recover all your toys. Father?
How should we kill this one?
Why kill me when I could become an ally?
I'm listening.
There's one thing that Jason had correct. We had strength in numbers. Perhaps we should join forces. I'm not loyal to anyone but myself.
King walks forward and asks the Red Goblin.
So, do I get to be a real goblin now?
King kneels before the Red Goblin, blood on his blade, and Red Goblin nods. As this is happening, we see Hallows Eve emerge with a new mask and lunge at the Red Goblin, but King slams her into the wall. The Red Goblin's claws plunge into her chest, and King decapitates her, taking care of that. Red Goblin says,
The tenacity of this one. Now, come along, Hobgoblin and Green Goblin. We have some things that still need taken care of.
But Father, what are we going to do now? Where are we going?
Just stick close, my sons. Hobgoblin Court is dead now. Long live the Goblin Dynasty!
King walks over and grabs the time dilation device, and then all three of them fly off into the moonlight.